Pressure is one of the most difficult things to handle because it can easily distort the result of our tasks or projects if we are not careful. There have been records of people that ended up dead because they were depressed from the influence of pressure. This is why pressure should be nipped in the bud so that it will not develop into something serious like depression. Watch till the end, as we will be talking about different masculine ways to keep calm under pressure. This will help you stand strong and handle things well, irrespective of where the pressure might come from. Investigate. The first thing you have to do when faced with pressure is to first investigate what the cause of the pressure is. You will have to know where the pressure is coming from, why the pressure is coming, and how much the pressure is. It can be funny that some people put pressure on themselves even when there is no apparent pressure on them. For you not to be caught up in such a situation, you need to investigate and know the root cause of the pressure. Knowing the intensity of the pressure will enable you to know how to face the pressure. Do not assume that you are pressurized by a certain thing until you have finalized where the pressure is coming from and how much the pressure is. When you have all this information, then you will know the right action to take. Get out of your head. Pressure comes first mentally before physically. When you are under pressure, you will feel the pressure in your brain, which is why you have to get out of your head for a little bit so you can manage the pressure in a better frame of mind. One of the ways you can get out of your head is to take a break and see things that are intriguing or things that will distract you for a while from what is pressuring you. A typical example of this is taking a walk or taking a break to speak with your colleague for a while when at the office. You can also decide to go to the park, beach, or any other site for a while. This will take your mind off the pressure and will give you a better state of mind by the time you come back to work. Connect to your senses. Pressure has a way of cutting us off from living, and we will end up choked up with what we are doing. If we are not careful at this moment, we might even forget we are human. When we are feeling pressured, this is the time for us to connect to our senses. We have 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, mouth, nose, and skin. If we want to connect with our senses to reduce the pressure, we will pay attention to each sense and see that they are working effectively. Take careful note of all the colors in your surroundings and make sure you see everything in detail. You can also try to hear all the surrounding sounds. Listen to the sound that is farthest away from you. Use your olfactory senses. Try and feel things with your skin and feel the softness or hardness of some objects in your environment. Make sure you are feeling the sweetness of the food you are eating as well. All these processes will connect you to your senses and give you a better boost to face the pressure. Focus on the purpose of the pain. There is always a purpose for pressure. When you are under pressure, try to understand the reason for the pressure. If the causal factor of the pressure is worth fighting for, you will be able to get things done and make them happen. However, after analyzing that the end goal is not worth fighting for, you can as well release yourself from the pressure and focus on another thing. Ask yourself, why are you going through the pressure you are currently going through? Will you benefit from something great if you achieve the task? If yes, then you can focus on the goal, which will encourage you to keep fighting even in the face of pressure. If what is putting pressure on you is not worth it, please leave it alone and move on with another thing. You should get things done properly rather than be under pressure to do something that is not worth it. Accept uncertainty. One of the things that cause pressure is stress, and stress is caused most of the time because we are not certain of some things in life. When we are not sure of what will happen in the future, we tend to pressure ourselves to think about different things that might happen. This is not the best way to approach things, as you will only get pressured unnecessarily. The best way to approach life is to always accept that there will be uncertainties and that we cannot do anything about them. Instead of putting pressure on yourself about what is uncertain, consider the worst-case scenario and begin making plans for how to overcome it. Remember, the worst scenario is not certain. It is just one of the possible things that can happen. So why put yourself through it? No one can know the future, and no one will. Living in the present, not the future. Just like it was mentioned earlier, pressuring yourself about the future will not change it. The best bet is to live in the present. Why worry so much about the future when you have today to live to the fullest? Your current house is yours. Your current wife is yours. Your current husband is yours. Your food is yours. Your job is yours. And everything else you have is yours. Learn to live in the moment and not in the future. The future is not certain, but the present is what is available. Enjoy the availability and you will reduce the pressure of what is to come. Remind yourself of your previous success. There are times we are pressured because we are afraid. We are afraid that we won't be able to complete a project. We are afraid we won't be able to get things done at the right time. We are afraid we will be tagged incompetent by people when we fail. It is normal to be afraid, but staying afraid is what causes unnecessary pressure on us. For you to be able to overcome this fear, you must remind yourself that you have gone through a similar scenario before. Think about the last time you also felt the way you are feeling now. Then you were afraid you wouldn't be able to complete the task, and that put pressure on you. Today, you have been able to complete one task, and you are here doing another, which means you have all it takes, and you will also complete this one. All your needs in the past are no longer your needs now. All your tasks from the past are no longer your tasks today. You have done what is in the past, and you are here with the new task. A time will come when this overdue task that is putting pressure on you will also be a thing of the past. Have confidence in yourself that you have done it before, and you will do it again. Rest. Pressure sometimes comes when all our bodies are stressed out, and we need to rest. You cannot cheat nature. Your body structure will rebel when it has been stressed out, and no matter how important the work you want to do is, you will not be able to function properly, and you will pressure yourself unnecessarily. At the end of the day, you might not be able to achieve the task you need to achieve as your body will not work well under pressure. The pressure comes as a result of your not resting, and the only way you can solve it is by finding enough rest when it is needed. It is good to burn the midnight candle to get the project done, but at the same time, know that the body is structured to rest. When that is missing, the body will rebel. Exercise. Even though stress can come as a result of a lack of sleep, it can also come from a lack of bodily activity. Some people always sit down daily in the same spot for a long time and rarely engage in walks that will make their bodies active. This is where the need for exercise comes in. It gives the body the needed activity and relieves the body's stress. As you have heard, a reduction in stress leads to a reduction in pressure because when there is pressure, there is stress. Regular exercise gives the body the necessary movement that will give it a better chance against pressure. Sigma males are knowledgeable about these facts, so they always keep calm under pressure. Consider becoming a member of our community. By supporting our channel, you can get awesome emojis. Find more information in the description. Now, it is time to know the secrets of how Sigma males discipline their lives. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.